Hello everybody, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Europa Universalis 4 with the Emperor expansion. I'm in the mood for another achievement run today, but preferably not something as long and stressful as On the Roads again. I don't want to go through that again right now. So I have elected to go for the Don't Be Cilli achievement. This requires that we start as the new nation of Cilli, a one-province minor located right here, and then form literally any other nation. Sounds kind of daunting, because a one-province minor forming a nation like Italy or Rome could be pretty hard, but fortunately there are some smaller and more accessible options, which make this achievement a lot easier and a lot faster. I'd classify this as like an easy or a medium difficulty achievement, but I want to get it, so we're going to do it anyway. The classic choice is to form Croatia. Now, it's a problem because Croatia already exists, so we have to first kill Croatia. If Croatia is dead, we own their territory, do a culture shift, and then we can form Croatia. Boom, we get the achievement. The problem with that is that Croatia is in a personal union with Hungary at the start of the game. So the only way we can do this is if we can outmaneuver Hungary somehow and conquer all the territory, or we get lucky and Poland-Lithuania makes Hungary release Croatia, then we eat it, and blah blah blah. This takes a bit of RNG. It can be very, very fast if you get lucky and the stars align, but if not, then this can take a little bit of finagling. We might go for this. The alternative option that I don't see used nearly as often, but I think is very viable, is to form Georgia down over here. Now, this would take a little bit longer, but I think is a far more consistent method of winning the achievement without relying too much on the RNG. We'd have to go for a no-CB war against Imereti and turn them into a vassal, then kill Georgia, take some territory over here. If we can do that, then we do annexation against Imereti, do a culture shift, we can form Georgia, boom, you get the achievement. But again, some things can go wrong. If Circassia or Karakoi and Lu decide to mess with you, well then you might be in for a little bit of a hard time. So let's go ahead and start up a new Iron Man game, and we are going to see just how lucky we can get. Alright, here we go. Let's see how things are looking for Hungary. They are rival to Poland. Ideally, they're rival to both Poland and Bohemia. Since that did not happen, that's going to make this a little bit harder for me. But Poland is the big one. Can we Royal Marry with Poland right away? No, we don't have enough reasons. But can we get a diplomatic reputation guy? We can. So this is doable, albeit this is not quite what I would say is the optimal start. What we would want to go for here is a quick royal marriage and alliance with Poland, and also with Bohemia if possible as a backup option. We want to have both of them. I'm going to go for the diplomatic reputation. This is enough to get me the royal marriage with Poland, so I've got that now secured. That's important to get very early on, because Poland is going to get a lot of relationships very early on and might just kind of cut you out. So we have to do this within the first month or so, ideally. The good news is we can immediately get royal marriages with nations like Austria if we want as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll try to get Austria as an ally. Also tie up one of their relationship slots. If we are very, very, very lucky, Austria never allies with Hungary. Almost always happens. But if it doesn't, and Poland is rival to Hungary and becomes our ally, and they get the Polish-Lithuanian Union, then we might be able to very quickly use Poland to stomp down Hungary by promising them land. If, however, we also have to fight Austria, well, that's going to be a lot tougher, especially if we don't have Bohemia on our side. In fact, I think that kind of settles whether or not we can go for Croatia. So let's see what Austria does, but I'm not feeling very, very lucky there. Let's go ahead and grab a couple of infantry so we can get up to our force limit. I do want to send some traders over to Venice and steer out of Vienna. There we go. And let's also deal with our crown land situation. We're going to seize some land, and they're going to lose some loyalty, but that's no big deal. We'll do a diet. What's our options here? Papal state, allies. Might be able to do this. Or have a port. Okay, this isn't actually a bad idea. We could have the port down over here if we're going to go for the Croatia strategy. This gives me a claim that makes it easier for me to annex Croatia in the future. Really depends on if we're going to get lucky on that or not, though. I'm going to go for the number of alliances, number 2. I think that's going to be fine. We should be able to do that. And let's also go for oversight of the clergy. Let's go for the right of council. And let's go for free enterprise. Okay, so we got all that. That should take care of my estates. We could go for a military focus. Not sure if that's technically what's best, but I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. And here's hoping we get a really good ruler general. We get an okay one. Not great. I was hoping for a siege pit, but sometimes you get lucky with that, and sometimes you do not. All right, let's see what's going to happen with Austria and Hungary. Sometimes they ally each other immediately. Looks like Austria is getting Ferrara. They are getting, let's see, the 3 leagues, Trier and Württemberg. Okay. So that's 5 relationship slots tied up right there. Maybe we're going to get lucky right here. Maybe. We would love to ally up with Poland. I do plan on doing that. We're not going to be able to ally with Austria unless we get a little bit stronger. But we'll see. So let's go a little bit faster. Come on. Don't ally with Hungary. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Ally with Poland. Done. Thank you. Okay, so we've got that. Now, if Austria does not get the alliance and Poland does get the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, then we need to immediately jump on this. Poland is not going to be willing because we don't owe them favors. Promising them land doesn't do any good. So have you not requested any land? They have not asked for anything yet. That's fine, though. We'll see what happens. We may or may not be able to pull this off, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Would love to get the alliance here with Austria. They have not yet gotten anything with Hungary. What's Bosnia looking like? Bosnia is allied to Albania. What are the odds we can no-CB war them and take them on? Not great without some help. What are the odds I could ally somebody? Let's see. Serbia and Herzegovina are allies. We don't have any great options here. So one thing you can do, if you do have to worry about fighting Austria and you do have Bohemia, is you can try to start building up your own power base down here by trying to no-CB war Bosnia if they have no allies. If they do have allies, you go for Herzegovina. I'm not sure what you do in a situation where they both have allies. I can't take on Bosnia and Albania, I am pretty sure. Herzegovina I could take on, but not if they are fighting Serbia. So does this mean we want to go for the Georgian strat, despite the fact that I may have gotten lucky with Austria not allying Hungary for once? Hard to say. Maybe. Let's see, you do want land here, actually. If I declare war on you... Okay, hang on. We could actually try to get Poland in. It is not impossible for me to go for the fast blitz. I'm going to start improving relations with, let's say, Austria, and I'm going to start building up a spy network against Hungary, because there's a chance we're going to pull this one off. But it does somewhat depend on if we are lucky and Poland and Lithuania form the union immediately. If they don't, then that means I'm probably going to miss my window to go and fight Imereti. Actually, they already allied Trebizond. That's not impossible to deal with, but it does make my life a little bit tougher. Yeah, I'm kind of banking on this now. If I were to declare war against Hungary... Let me think about this for a second. How many troops are we looking at if I do this? And I call them in. We've got enough to beat them right now, but it would be tough. Huh. I'm really hoping that we are about to see the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. It usually fires in the first couple years of the game. Hungary got Bologna, or Bologna, or whatever you call them, as their ally. So that's about as diplomatically isolated as I think I could hope them to be. This is the sort of situation where I feel like you'd have to restart at least 20 times to get. Like, it's very rare that Austria and Hungary do not become friends. So... there you go. I mean, case in point, I have literally restarted this several times looking for a good opportunity. Not necessarily to, like, cheese it to go for this. I was expecting to have to go down the Georgia strat, but since this is what's happened... I mean, maybe? Well, first off, I do need to make sure that I declare that I want all of this. Kind of important that I have that, just so if Poland does come down here, they only can siege things and hand them off to me. If I were to ally... I can't ally Bosnia anymore. Okay. They've allied to Serbia as well. I was going to say, maybe there's somebody else I can ally that I can call in against Hungary, and that would make my life easier, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Austria, if we were stronger, that might work, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Bohemia, you can make work, but they have a truce at the start of the game. So Bohemia is kind of my backup option if I know I have to also fight Austria. But if I don't have to fight Austria, we don't need Bohemia. Exactly. Times of need. We could ask for money. Administrative aid, diplomatic aid, military aid. I think I'm going to ask for the military aid and see if I can get some military power out of this arrangement. I mean, money would be good, but there we go. France takes control of Maine. Great Boolean famine. Okay, price of silver goes up. Blah, blah, blah. How much money are we losing right now? A little bit. A little bit. Broken promises. Ah, Austria, no. They refuse to give me anything. Darn it. All right, come on, get that Commonwealth. If they get Lithuania right now, we absolutely can stomp on these guys and win. Absolutely we can. In fact, Poland might even declare war on them on their own. Maybe. Let's just see what happens here, though. Come on, get that thing, get the thing. You've got an interregnum. It's got to end at some point. Oh, God, this might be it. Come on. I feel kind of on pins and needles. I mean, worst come to worst, if this doesn't work, I'll just restart. But, like, it'd be really awesome. Whoop! They got a Jagiellon. Okay. So, they now have the personal union that we were looking for. I need to pull off of Austria. So now I can promise you land and call you in, and all of a sudden, the numbers look a heck of a lot better, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay, so the question now becomes, do I want to wait a little bit longer to get one more claim on something like, let's say, Rijeka over here, which is helpful. What did I get as my mission again? From the diet? Agenda is allies. Right. I should have gone for the claim. Ah, it would have worked. It would have worked this time. Oh, well, you never know. I'm going to try to get a claim just because it makes it more feasible for me to actually take some territory from these guys, but oh well. So if we wait a few months, I think it'll be fine. I'm really hoping this doesn't come back to bite me and waiting a few months ends up costing me the opportunity. We're going to see. Just got to wait one more month. One more month. There it is. Okay. Wait. No, we already have a core. I need to wait until we have no possible neighboring provinces. Fabricate claim. Here we go. Rijeka right here. There we go. All right. So we do have a core already. So I could have gone for the Reconquest War immediately, but having this extra claim does make my life slightly easier. So, Hungary, with your Regency Council and all that nonsense, how would you like to die? Yes, yes, yes. Let's go for it. All right. I had to do a no-CB war there, I know. Would have ideally declared war on Croatia, but that wasn't going to get Poland to join. So since we've got this, now we actually have to go. I'm going to try to siege this down. I can't. It's too strong. They are too strong. Okay. Well, let's just get over here then. We have to pray that Poland is going to get in here and beat the snot out of them. It's the only way that this works. I'm going to go ahead and grab the build to force limit, which is going to give me some extra morale and also reduce my land maintenance modifier smidge. Just because, since this is now the big war, this may end up being very relevant. I can't get to you guys. How many units do we need here? Let's see. It is a level something fort. Can I could go for my free company? No, we can't even afford my free company. How much do we need here? 9? Ugh. Okay, well, I'm just going to siege down random little things that... Oh, here comes Hungary. Okay. Well, I'm certainly not interested in fighting them. I am, however, interested in fighting these guys. So, since they're locked and we have low morale, let's kill them. That should be easy enough. Hungary's already walking away. Die! There we go. Good. Okay. Let's make sure we siege down what we can. I really could use some help here from Poland. I'm going to ask them to help here if possible. Siege down this fort. Now, they should give me control. Should. We'll see. I've been wrong before. Okay, are you sending troops over here? I think he might actually be heading over here. He is. Okay, so let's send a couple troops to make sure that I... Whoop! Make sure that I have my troops in position to fight here. Okay, got that. So Poland is here. I control the siege. Good. So with their help, we can do this. Okay. Lose money. Make Poland like me. I would love to. I'm going to have to take a loan. Honestly, I think it's worth it. Just make sure that Poland's super happy. Fine with me. We lose some money. We're going to go into debt, but it doesn't matter. If we're going to beat down Hungary, we can get our money back. So I may or may not actually give any land over to Poland. Really depends on what I can take out of all this arrangement. One thing I could possibly do is force Hungary to give up Croatia, which make it easier for me to keep beating them in subsequent wars, but also increases the odds that somebody like Bosnia decides to jump in on this in the future, or that Croatia gets some other allies that I don't want. So we'll see if that ends up happening or not. Alright, still just trucking along here at speed 5. Should be doing fine. Looks like Lithuania is going to fight a couple people. They are still sieging down the capital of Hungary. Hungary has been fairly well routed at this point. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth should easily be able to beat this. I say that. They're leaving Lithuania to get stack-wiped, apparently. Not really happy about that arrangement, but okay. But if we can get Pest and if we can get Zagreb over here, like easy mode. Looks like Mazovia is heading over to Bolognese. Why? I would say that that's not a high priority, but okay, looks like they are going to win that, and they're going for the siege. Even better. Poland, you cannot lose that. Where are the rest of your troops? You've got more somewhere. You're training more over there. They're all sitting on me. Right. Okay, so they just lost... Well, they got the Siege of Pest, though. Okay, so we lost some troops over here, but we should be okay. I'm going to allow people to stack up on me, so we can travel together and hopefully beat them. I need to fight them in Pest. Farmlands, not mountains. Unfortunate, not a big deal. Please win this siege a little bit faster than this. Come on. Help me out. Help me out here. I mean, getting Bolognese out of the way at least is helpful. There we go. We got Zagreb. Okay, so now we follow Poland around and we help them win. Whatever it takes. Where are you going? You're going up here? Okay, we'll help you over here. Whatever it takes. Got it? Okay. Anyone coming after me? The answer is no. Fine. Then I'm going to go and siege some stuff down. I don't really want you doing this, but I've got claims on it, so hopefully you give me control of this. If they don't, and Poland screws me over, I'm going to be very sad. Okay, Lithuania is coming in with some more troops. They're backing off. I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here and try to just make sure that I can siege some of this stuff down. As long as they keep Hungary corralled, we're okay. But I want to make sure that I have full occupation here, because this is what's important. More than anything else, this is what's important. Okay. So far good. Neapolitan succession, and Naples is independent. There you go. Does happen on occasion. Alright, we've finished occupying all of Croatia. Well, we're about to anyway. And there we go. Okay. So with that all taken care of, now we go for as much war score against Hungary as we can. Probably should go for some forts. What's going to be the easiest? Where I just need to stay behind Poland and let Poland do all the heavy lifting. I'm just going to go ahead and siege down a few random things. I'll hand stuff off to Poland later. For now, I want to hold on to this because if he's not going to get what he wants out of this war, it's less likely that he is going to separate peace out and mess me up. Let's go ahead and try to siege this down if possible. I'll let someone else's manpower do a lot of the heavy lifting. But yeah, if I control these sieges for at least a little bit, he can't request them. That means that Poland's not likely to separate peace. Means that I can try to go for a really big war score deal against them. Now, the question is, can I, in fact, take what I want in Croatia? The answer is yes. With the right war score deal, we're almost already there. Holy frick. We already are about to be able to take all of Croatia. I didn't think this was going to work. Okay. No, this is great. Really didn't expect it at all. Not even a little bit. I have literally restarted this several times looking for the right opportunity to fight against Austria. I was expecting this to be a little bit, but it turns out this may end up being a one video achievement run. Who knew? Right? Am I right? Who knew? Alright, so they're going for a fight. I could leave Lithuania to die. That's not very sportsman of me. Poland's not helping them, though, so I mean... another stack wipe. Lithuania, dude, you can't keep doing that. Alright, let's get up here and make sure we keep making progress. I want people to stack up on me if possible. I don't want them off fighting on their own, exactly like Moldavia is doing right now. Did we finish with Bolognese? Hang on. Judgment of... particular judgment. We can go for Reform Desire, gain some... Nah, we're just going to go for the Papal Influence. Bolognese, you're done. Let's go ahead and just take money then. 30 gold, war reps, steer trade. Transfer trade power, that's even better. There we go. Okay, I actually have a little bit of cash. We gave some over to Poland, so that's nice. They lost that fight, good. Okay. Yeah. Huh. What do you freaking know, dude? Turns out, again, if the stars align and you get that perfect moment where Austria and Hungary do not ally, you can pull this off. I'm actually tempted to say, let's get the achievement this video, but we'll start over and continue this as a series and go for a more conventional strategy. Or it just becomes a one-video thing. Really didn't expect it. Make a lot of people dislike me. Nope! Not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about that at all. So we definitely can take what we want now. So this would cost me 189 admin power. That's not a big deal. We do want to hand some land off to Poland. They did ask for stuff. It does not say how much they expect. Usually you get a little thumbs up or thumbs down from Poland if they are not finding that their needs are met. In this case, it certainly seems like they would let me take whatever I want and they don't care, but I have a hard time believing that's true. So I would love to keep the alliance with Poland if possible. It's not required, but it would be nice. So we're not going to worry. We're going to hand some stuff off to them. I'm just trying to get as much war score out of this as possible. More money is more money, right? Okay, so let's see. There's a couple more forts that are going down right now. Let's just head over here and siege down whatever we can. I cannot believe this freaking worked. I actually cannot freaking believe it. They're sitting over here trying to siege down Moldavia. As the AI does, when the AI knows that they're losing and not in a good spot, they sometimes will just be like, I would rather just go and siege down things far away and not fight. Which is annoying, but effective. Sometimes. Effective. Peace deal. You kidding me? High income? Sure, why not? I don't think I have a high income. It looks to me like I have a very bad income, but okay. So that's a couple more provinces that are going to be mine. You just finished up with your siege. Good. So we actually should keep our troops relatively close together because he's going to be coming back over here. We're sitting at 78% war score. We can get this fort, and that would be enough. A wall breach just happened there. Guys, don't go running off too far. They're going for more sieges in Moldavia. I'm flabbergasted. I'm thrilled, but I'm flabbergasted. Did not in any way, shape, or form expect this. I'm going to detach and send my general. Sorry, my leader. What about my heir? Do we have a siege pip? We do. That's even better. Yeah, let's send my siege pip over here. Just make it a little bit faster. It is 1449. We're about 5 years into the game. And because I got lucky, it looks like I am actually going to be able to get this dang achievement faster. Now, we have to core all this territory. And then we have to do a culture swap. That's honestly not a big deal, though. That is completely fine. Okay, so they're going to go siege this back down. Sure, whatever. Come on, 7%. There we go. That's 99% war score. Okay. So we're going to hand some of this off to Poland. Just as a big honkin' thank you, because they obviously did all the real work. So I want to give them this. And I'd like to take some cash. 160 ducats. Would you prefer instead to have the fort? I imagine you'd like to have the fort instead. But this seems reasonable. I'm hoping Poland's not going to be peeved at me. It says that they won't be. But okay. Now, I do gain a lot of aggressive expansion out of this, is the real downside. A lot of it. Which means we have coalition potential. But I'm going to try for it anyway. Here we go. Croatia has been removed from the game. Now, core all. Everyone go back home. I'm going to temporarily reduce some army maintenance and mothball some forts while we wait for this to get cored and hope that we don't have too many rebel issues, because I don't have a lot of troops to work with, and that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Oh, good, some mercenaries are now available, and we can have rivals. I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm going to rival Bosnia, and I'm going to rival Herzegovina. Boom! Okay, so I need allies. I'm stronger now. Would anyone like to ally me? Tiny people that don't matter. I feel like that's, no, never mind. I was about to say something that might have been borderline inappropriate. I need to get an alliance with somebody. I'll go ahead and grab Trent, I suppose. Okay, we got build alliances. Naples entered into coalition. We still have the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. So I don't anticipate too many issues. How about we get a guy in Magdeburg? I just need a couple of allies, just to kind of reduce the likelihood of someone attacking me. A bunch of people are joining into it. Okay. Well, we can train up another infantry. I need to do that at least. Okay, so now we just need to hold off long enough to core all this territory. Somehow. I gotta turn it into states as well. We don't need more Diplo power. We have enough that we should be able to promote culture easily enough. My question is, do we have enough to turn states? I think the answer might be yes. Can we see yet what it takes to get Croatia? No. Okay. Bohemia? Ah, okay. Now we're starting to look a little bit scary. Poland. Improve relations. Please like me. It's a lot of aggressive expansion. This is not a sustainable situation we find ourselves in at all. New alliances. More. I need more. Lüneburg? Maybe. Sure. Lüneburg. Anything I can, literally. Anyone who's willing to ally me, we will. I do not care enough. Baden? I'm losing a lot of Diplo power, but if it wards off a coalition war so that I can have enough time. All I need is time. That's all I need. Just a little bit of time. Right now we're looking at 10% separatism for the Croatians. That's no big deal. Sure, royal marriage, why not? Would have been nice to have Austria on my side. That would have made my life a lot easier. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and jump forward. About 2/3 of the way done now. Still doing fine. For me, it's only been about 27 minutes in this achievement so far. We might actually be able to get this in like 30 minutes. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. There's the core for our claimed territory down over here. Nice and done. I cannot still promote the culture of Croatian. I need to make this my primary culture somehow. I am glad that I got that claim. I do think that made my life a little bit easier, a little less aggressive expansion. Who knows? It might have actually tipped the balance slightly. Okay, so now we can make some states. This should cost me a little bit. How much is it going to cost? Let's see. We can do this. Core costs 118. Okay. And then we'll core this. 67. That is enough. Now we go to our culture. We are going to promote the culture of Croatian. I am going to do a cultural shift using Diplo power to make that my primary culture. Boom. And then we should be able to form Croatia. Badoink, new traditions. And we should have the achievement. Let's wait until the end of the next month. There it is. Don't be silly. And everyone is leaving the coalition against me because I'm a totally new nation now. Unbelievable. That was almost exactly 30 minutes for me. Okay, well, great. EU4, everybody. I wanted a quick achievement, and I got it. That was super duper lucky. As I said, the other alternative, instead of going down all this route, go and no CBO war against Imereti while they have no allies, take them as a vassal, then use their claim that they start with to go and take this territory right over here, this one province. You don't need the other one. Then take that for yourself. You can core it because it's in Europe and it's adjacent to a vassal. Then get claims on Georgia, eat them, annex these guys once you get them to be loyal to you, and boom, you can form Georgia. That's the route that I was expecting I was going to have to take. But we got lucky. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this extremely short run. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.
All right, let's go ahead and do it.